Sure. It's my honor and privilege to introduce my personal mentor and friend since 2007, Mr. Ramin Mascalou. He's well known in the world of MLM, multi-level marketing. With countless recognition, some of his achievements include the founding of the most advanced MLM university called the Forensic Networker, featured on the cover of the American Business Journal with Warren Buffett, and voted in MLM First Inductee Hall of Fame with Paul Zane, Pfizer, and other notable industry figures. Over the years, Ramin has been voted for a number of awards and nominations. These include World's Top MLM Compensation Plan Expert, a feature in Networking Times as Master Networker, nominated for the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year, voted world #2 all-time MLMer on businessforhome.org and in 2014, and voted as top networker in 2020 by the same businessforhome.org.
Excellent. Wow, having built 4 multi-million-dollar MLM businesses as a distributor and still going strong, you would think he had some special talents, but of course not. Rather, he lives by the very words he stated in his 1999 The Forensic Networker. We all start at the same place, but some of us decide not to stay there. Keep evolving. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my mentor and friend since 2007, Mr. Ramin Mascalou. So Ramin, please take it away.
All right, good morning, good evening. If we can move this slide out so I can see my audience, would be great. All right. Get everybody on, folks. Get everybody on. We have 12 to 15 hours a week, which is bare minimum. Really, we should be 20 hours a week. We expect so much of this business, and 12 to 15 hours is bare minimum that we talk about that you need to put in. And part of that 12 to 15 hours, so that's what part of it goes towards. Monday call, Tuesday call, Saturday call, Sunday call. Use some of it towards tours. Use some of it towards training. Some of it towards like in trusts with your team, taking your people for coffee. The MO of networker. If you can close this screen, Sherry, so we can. All right, that's much better. It's my camera's not. Here we go. There we go. See, I didn't even know. All right, so as I was saying, if you even part-time at this, some of you full-time. So full-time, I actually wrote, if you get a chance today, I'll go through it. Because if you're full-time, I think a lot of people don't really know what that means. Just like how part-time people don't know what is part-time. They're stuck in the sometime and they think it's part-time just because they do it not full-time. No, part-time is not sometime. Sometime is what most part-timers are, where they kind of do it when they have time or they're pushed into it, or I don't know, opportunity presents itself, right? That's not part-time. That's not, that's sometime, right? Part-time is when you have a definite plan. So definitely difference between a part-time and sometime is that the part-timer has a plan and executes that plan just like a part-time job, right? But a sometimer kind of, oh yeah, man, it's like a social club. Oh, okay, yeah, man, yeah, I bought that company, yeah. Okay, so we do have the 8 categories of involvement, and we clearly talk about that. So part of the 12, 15 hours, you want to make sure you don't miss these calls, right? It's not extra, it's part of it. You're going to spend some of it into the calls. You're going to spend some of it doing prospecting. You're going to spend some of it doing follow-up. Some of it going to live meetings if it's available. Some of it spending time with your upline or with your downline and going out doing to like and trust at a local coffee shop. That's all adds up to about 15 to 20 hours a week minimum. And because we have a lot of expectation of this business, right? We don't get in, I think for most people, they don't get in because, I get in because they're really nice people in opulence. They are nice people in opulence, but they don't even know that at that moment. The people get in because I figure, you know what, I think there's a path here. There's a $4 million compensation plan. There's a path here, and I'd like to get on that path. So there's many things. So the path, that comp plan, if you get into that comp plan, then you need to understand and put in your time. You got to put in your time. All right. So let's talk about a few things tonight. Generally, what I do in forensic, because it's only under an hour, so we don't really get into the forensic but it's just, there's nothing about forensic that you can handle, that you can share in an hour. So I take some concepts out of it, and we talk about it and we apply it to today, what's going on today. So I spent for the past 3 or 4 months now, every day preparing for the big crash that's coming. So if you're not paying attention, then you wouldn't know, but if you're paying attention, then you know there's a big crash coming. I've been talking about this on this call for about 3 to 4 months, maybe longer. December is when it will start. Bloomberg yesterday had all the list of big cities around the world. Toronto was one of them, that the real estate market will crash. So, I mean, the news is slowly starting to come out, and it's all by design. It's meant to be that way. What they're trying to do is cleanse the market, right? The governments want to cleanse the market. They want to get rid of all the small businesses. They want everybody to be working for the government or for the big guys, or be on the new world order, which is called stakeholder income, where you get a welfare check, basically. So that's where the agenda to 2030 is. This is why they did the lockdown, and there's a mandate going. There's the supply chain issue yet. They still start wars. It's all part of it, right? So that's fine. We won't get into the politics of it. But what we're doing is that the reason why we're in business after 18 years is because I look ahead, and we're always prepared. We're always prepared for what's to come. And of course, if companies are they're not prepared. They're the ones that we're picking up and buying and taking over, and they're being taken over by other companies. So here's the thing. Whether it's our business or other industries like stock market, equity market, crypto market, whatever it is, when there's a crash is to be expected, that presents a massive opportunity for people who are prepared. A massive opportunity. So I'm in the crypto market, equity market, and Warren Buffett, he sold a lot of his shares, and he's sitting on $60 billion in cash. And he's been criticized by other people, like, why are you getting out? Well, see, he knows what he's doing because he's expecting the equity market, stock market to crash. And he wants to buy all these stocks on sale. That's why he is who he is. He's prepared for that next big crash. So for us, it's the same. I'm sitting here. It's like we need to be prepared for that next big crash that happens in our industry, because what's going to happen is that the crypto market, the MLM market, just like the crypto market, just like the stock market, just like the dot-coms. Some of you guys are too young, but in the dot-coms, when they first came out back in the 80s, when the Yahoos and Googles of the world started, well, anybody who could spell, .com, was getting lots of funding. It was a hot thing. Of course, 99% of them were out of business, and the ones that made it are the Amazons of the world today and Apples of the world today and so forth. So our business, our industry is going to go through the same thing. It's going to go through a cleansing, and that creates a hell of an opportunity for us, right? For the companies who are prepared, because there are a lot of use cases, companies with utility. So I anticipate an 80% cleansing of our industry, where a lot of these MLM companies who are the Ponzi schemes or the no use cases, they got what we call in business idiotic management, where they just don't know what they're doing, right? So, and all of them play a role, because what happens is, although they're not doing well and they're going to close, but they all bring more awareness. So all these people building up the industry. So forensic, I always talk about build the industry. And all these people, where they're doing good or bad, they're bringing more awareness on the industry. And where the world is going, there is no other option. There's no other option than the MLM industry for the average person if they want to be self-employed. right? There is where this is going, you're gonna find it would pretty much will be the only option. I mean, if you put in MLM and e-commerce, same, it's the only option for the average person because the independent businesses are going out. That's going to be you're going to see less and less of them as we move forward. So when MLM cleanses out, you know, because of the bad plans or idiot management or so forth, and you know, the good companies will fill that gap. Because the industry is not going to get smaller. If anything, it's going to accelerate going higher. The reason, you know, first every corner had 5 grocery stores, right? You remember some of them. Now Amazon comes in and Costco comes in, and you don't see that anymore. When they build neighborhoods these days, you don't see grocery stores anymore. I mean, small little pop-in shop, you don't see like it used to be, right? It's all become this big chain. So these big companies have come and really, you know, fill that gap where there's no more room for these small businesses to be able to survive. What's going to happen with MLM as well is that a few companies will take over. You know, I believe we're one of those companies. I think we're so far ahead of everybody else. And at the end of the day, the companies are going to last. You know, I don't know if there's like 10,000 companies now registered, or you know, whether they're legit or not legit. Maybe there'll be about 200 of them left. This is the way I look at it. Maybe about 250 of them left. And all of that, there's going to be great, you know, and some will be just local companies. Some will be, you know, all of that maybe to be a top 10. That's going to be a global businesses with many, many use cases. And they're going to be the Amazons of MLM and Apples of MLM and Samsung. So this is where it's going. I mean, every industry is doing the same thing, where there's contraction going in a number of businesses, but then there are the businesses that were there that become bigger and bigger and bigger. So the ones who are, you know, really ahead of the game, and they're constantly evolving, as I talk about in forensic, they're going to be the one that's going to capture. And in MLM is going to be the same thing. So I believe you know, it's not just in our industry, but this is true with other industries as well. There's a big crash in stock market, but you know what? That's the greatest opportunity for people who actually want to buy now, right? Yes, it's a huge crash coming, but that's what you want. You know, when you go to buy something, right? You want to go when there's a sale going on, right? If you have a store, if there's something you want to buy a car, you want to buy clothes, you want to go where you don't buy it when it's high, you want to go buy it when there's a sale. That's why Boxing Day is so busy, right? People wait till the next day, till after the big event. That's why Black Friday, people love sales. So it's the same happens again in other industries. I think in MLM, what's going to happen is that a lot of these companies will fail, and they'll be easy to pick up. The companies will be easy to pick up for us, and it would be distributors are easy to pick up for you, because these distributors need to go somewhere, right? If you get an 80% contraction in the number of companies, there's a lot of people looking for home. A lot. I mean, they don't stop working. That's the only thing we have left. People are never going to leave MLM because the only option they have. There is no other option. None. Zero. It wasn't there before. It's worse now. That's why MLM became so big, because back in 1950s, how many people could open up a traditional business? Not that many, right? So, and it started growing 60s and 70s. And as every decade comes on, we get bigger and bigger the industry. Why? Because more and more people need to do something, and starting a traditional business is just not viable, especially now when the new world order is that the big companies will serve everybody. So people will fly into MLM because that's the only option they have. And so the companies that don't have utility, companies with hype, they'll be gone. They'll be gone. But if you're with a company that's got utility, something like Opulence, where we got all these use cases, multiple lines, right? We bring so many solutions to so many different things, right? They're going to be massive. And if people right now, you who start to really take advantage of this right now with a sense of urgency. With a sense of urgency, put your flag up and start talking to everybody about your business, about what you're doing. If you put your flag up right now, in 3 to 5 years, you'll be the millionaire that everybody's going to talk about. You know, you hear people say that about me. Oh, he got in at the right time. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean I got in at the right time? I was 20 years old. Was it the right time? I don't know. I guess it was. But then how many 20-year-olds that didn't do anything? How many 30-year-olds that didn't do anything? Right? So it's a right time, right? If you get in and take action. Something extraordinary is happening right now. When I got in, it was tougher to build because there was MLM was a hot thing and all these companies were coming in. So there was every day we were trying to protect us because our other companies were similar because they copied each other. So it was hard for us to maintain our team because they kept going to different companies and we always had to try to, you know, battle that, right? This time it's the opposite. Companies are closing down, a contraction. They can't handle the heat. And the strong ones, just like .com, right? It's the Amazons of the world that come in and they take over everything, right? So we're entering that phase where 80% of these companies are going to disappear. If you got your flag up and you're talking to everybody, you pop 20 people, 20 engagements, 20, let everybody know you're in business. Because you know what? Right now, they may not be in one, or they may be in one and they're still happy about it. In 6 months from now, in December, in 2023, if these people, there's going to be hundreds of millions of people that'll be looking something to do in 2023. No choice. Either with inflation, the way things are going. So put your flag up. And if you start pushing hard with urgency, where you're calling everybody, letting them know, we'll talk about that, what you should be saying, letting them know what you're doing, you're gonna have a very, very busy 2023. Very busy 2023. You'll be the person that you're gonna be busy, you're so busy because people are calling you constantly, because you have longevity. You've been in this industry, you've been with opulence, you keep building. It's the same message. People hear it. Your flag is up. People could see. You're not here and gone tomorrow. You're quiet for 6 months, and you know we're back excited for 2 weeks and gone for 2 more weeks. You're not like that. That's what we talk about social media. Only put your stuff out that's related to your business. That tells everybody that you're in a business. Don't include junk on your social media. If you're not doing enough, you should be doing it. It's part of your marketing. It's part of your marketing, right? So certain things we gotta do. The point is that the voice has to get out. People have to get the message that we are in business. Other traditional businesses, they run an ad on TV. They put it on, they run an ad on social media, on the radio, whatever, make flyers, right? You gotta do some of that. But the biggest thing we do is that we tell everybody by phone, by text, by messaging, by social media, by post, by doing videos, that we're in business. And we do that every day. And we do that every day. And we do that every day. Because in 2023, people are going to join MLM. MLM is going to go like this. It's going to go like this, right? They're joining somebody. The question is, are they joining you? You know what really sucks too? Is where people you know for a long time, they call you to recruit you into another deal. And you've been doing this longer than they have. It's just somebody called them and got them in. Now they're trying to recruit you. And you're saying, and you feel horrible, right? You feel like, damn, I'm stupid. I should have called them. Why didn't I call her? Because your flag wasn't up. Your door wasn't open. You weren't building a business. You got to build a business. So next 3 to 5 years, if you start hitting the road now, because December is where things will start to show, expect food shortage, expect water shortage. I did a video on this already, I haven't released it yet. Some countries right now having water shortage. This country right here, you're going to see that. We see that the prices have gone up like crazy. That's the first step. When the prices go up after that, then you start the shortage. So that's going to happen in 2023. Of course, the people who have money, they don't care. They pay any price for anything. That's fine. And the people who don't have money, they want the stuff. They can't have it. So what do? They look for a way to find the money. That's why MLM flourishes when things crash. When the markets crash, MLM flourishes. And the biggest crash of all time is coming, at least in our lifetime, is coming in our lifetime. And this generates a great opportunity. This shouldn't scare you to death. This should make you excited to death. Why? Because people will be looking for things, including an opportunity that you have. They're looking for solutions that you have. There's an old story. In year 7,777, the mice takes over the world. Well, what type of business do you want to be when that happens? In the mousetrap business. You don't even have to have the best mousetrap. You just have to have a mousetrap that works. You make a fortune. Your pandemic of opportunity, of lack of it, is coming in 2023. Everybody's going to look for an opportunity. Inflation is up. They can't afford the lifestyle. They need to make more money. They're going to flock into MLM. The question is, are they joining you? Are they joining your company? Is your flag up? Did you build enough credibility that every single day you show all your circle that I am serious, I'm in business, my door's open, walk right in. You can't do that if you do a post now, you don't do it for 3 more days. That's not serious. Nobody wants to join that. I don't want to join that. I wouldn't join you. If you want people to join you, you're going to become serious. Show that you're serious. Start flaunting all your products. Put your splash on. Hey, that's my new watch today. Hey, look at the other day, I took my watch on my one of my watches. I think in my social media you saw it. And of course, I went there, I got my watches stuff, and I took one of my Porsche this time, not even a ferry, and I put it on, right? I put it on. And every time I do that with style of sunglasses, somebody messaged me, hey, listen, I love that. Can I buy it? Where do I buy it? They're not even part of a business, right? So I get these leads to different people. So a lot of our friends are now starting to see me. I mean, they know us, they never asked before, but they see social media posts. Hey, I got my sunglasses, that's the ferry Tehran, come 4 different colors, and I get a quick message. How do I get that? Where do I get that? How much is it? You build that over time. You build that over time. Is that they see you do it and do it and do it and do it and do it. In our circle, that if you know Persians, they love the designers, right? They love, but it has to be the name brand. They do the Chanels and the Hermes and all that stuff. Although they know us, they see our lifestyle, they see, some of them, you saw the stuff, but they always want to go to the main brand designers, right? It's changing now, I can tell you, it started changing last year. And same people who have 4 Birkin bags with your Hermes, now they're calling us and say, hey, listen, I love that bag. Now ferry is becoming a hot thing. And because 2 of them show up in a party with a ferry on another Chanel on, and whatever, that's what it's ferry. Oh, Ramesh company. Is that right? Really? So all of a sudden, it's starting to go. It took a few years, but it's starting to come now. No, it's becoming a hot thing now. Oh, everybody, I got my ferry. I got my ferry, right? So, but you build that over time. You build up being consistent. You build up being proud, constantly sharing everything. Every day, put something out. Look, you know what? People love people who are serious. If you have a conviction on something, you're going to get a lot of attraction. Just on that alone, some people have, they're really strong on the belief, and that the belief is not even positive. It could be the worst person on the planet, but you know what? They attract a lot of people because people love strength. So you come across and start, while everyone's talking about how bad things are, and you say, hey, I can't wait for 2023. You're going to have a lot of people going to expand globally. Here's my product. Here's a new release. You know what I did the other day? They get stuff that you guys should be doing. And if you're on my social media, you see it. I took our online, I took our lookbook, the electronic one. I capture screen 20 page of it. If you go on my Instagram right now, you're gonna see 10 pages of good. I load you 10 images, 10 pages there. If you follow me every day, something about Fairy Posh goes up. You should be doing that. You should be doing that. They couldn't even buy from me. I don't sell it. I don't have an email like you do. I can't even sell them anything. When people ask me for things, I pass the lead out because I don't have a shop like you. And I'm not going to go to my company and try to, hey guys, okay, we don't have a system where we actually handle retail customers. So I give it to somebody I know, whatever. But the only reason I'm getting that, if I didn't do those posts, I wouldn't get those calls. Because they see my passion. They absolutely see my passion. Every Fairy post, Fairy, exclusive luxury. There may be other luxury brands that are not exclusive. There's no other brand that's exclusive. How could something be exclusive when there's a store in every airport? How could something be exclusive when there's a store in every downtown, in every city? That's not exclusive. Everywhere you can go, there's a Louis Vuitton store. That's not exclusive. Exclusive is where you have a brand that you can't get anywhere. That's exclusive. That's why I came up with that slogan. Exclusive luxury. You want to be exclusive, some different than the rest? This is it. This is it. So again, you gotta go out there and I'm looking. It's okay. Next year for the world, it's gonna be the worst year ever. Everything is gonna collapse. And I always go back to what Einstein says: in midst of crisis lies an opportunity. Billion-dollar companies are made on the worst crisis, worst collapses. That's our, so you're with a company that's positioned itself to a point that we look forward to these events. I can tell you 9 out of 10 MLM companies, they're shivering right now because they're not positioned. They know if something was to happen, they're not positioned to operate as normal. But we are. A lot of these companies operate in 1 or 2 countries and they get some type of mandate and the company shuts down. We should everywhere. We're everywhere. We're everywhere, right? You can build anywhere. So when you start looking at these things, what's going on in the world, it's okay, what's my advantage? What's the definition of the business? Find the problems, provide a solution. That's that is a basic definition of a business. Provide solutions to problems. And the problems are pretty obvious right now. Inflation. Now in Canada, we're supposed to be, apparently, I showed this last time, we had the richest, the wealthiest middle class in the world in 2019, just 2 years ago. Richest, wealthiest middle class in the world. And people had savings of 120,000 or something. Now it's down to 0. So Canada, 49%, we've gone down from 70% to 49% of middle class who now consider themselves a middle class. It used to be 72 years ago, now it's 49%. That 21% who no longer are middle class, guess what? Once you've tasted it, they want it back. They'll be looking for ways to get it back. First of all, they got to protect their assets. I mean, they got cars and homes and whatever. We need to put a flag up and start talking to people about our solutions. What we do is not complicated. You just have to do it. Just do it. Don't confuse it. I don't know what to say. We have scripts for that. Let's talk about some of that stuff. What do I say? What do I say? So, first of all, you're going to get into stuff that you haven't done before. And one of them is start making videos. Just put out a video. It doesn't have to be professional. I have no clue what I'm doing on YouTube. And stuff I put out there, my team, they do something with it afterwards, but the video itself is not, professional. 99% of stuff I do is I'm on my phone, right? Put out content. People love videos. That's why we got TikTok. That's what we have Instagram. That's what we have Facebook. That's what we have YouTube. People love videos. And what do you talk about? Find something relating to your business and talk about it. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, doesn't matter. A news that came out today. Take one of their products. We got 1,000 SKUs. Take one of it. Hey, this is a new posh earring. I just got it. Hey, I'm going to open my new order. Get on camera. Make content. The other day, again, if you're on my social media, you see all that stuff. So we got this beautiful loafers, and I'm telling you, we make some good stuff. I mean, I'm so spoiled with Fairy that now when I go to other brands, I'm like, honestly, I'm like, it's like walking from a Rolls Royce into something else. And you're like, okay, I clearly see the difference between what we do and what's out there with other designers. Anyway, so I walked into my showroom, we had this beautiful loafers. And I told Sandeep, I said, look, call the product department, I want one of each color, right? So they brought this big bags and so of course I did a video of opening them up on camera. 3 of our friends were just friends, and not even an MLM. 3 of our friends, these are the people who always go to Louis Vuitton or go to Yorkville or Yorkdale or little places where they always, everything head to toe is either Chanel or Gucci or Louis Vuitton. It's that type of crowd, right? And then 3 of our friends are saying, okay, when can we come? I would love those loafers. All of a sudden, they're over the Louis Vuitton. It doesn't have an LV on it anymore. They don't have the Gucci on it anymore. Now, where can I get that? Because they see me wear it, I open, hey, I'm excited. They see my excitement over Fairy. They see my excitement over Posh. They see my excitement over my own product. That inspires them to say. One of my friends called me and says, hey, no, I went to Yorkdale to buy shoes for $400. I called my wife, I say, you know what? Call Fairy. If I was spend $1,200 at the store, call Fairy. I'm going to go see Ramin. I'm going to buy his stuff. Buy Fairy's stuff. So they know us for 5 years, right? All these parties we go, Sanaz and I were all faired up. They're wearing whatever they're wearing. All of a sudden, he goes to a store to where he buys a shoe. He sees a $1,200 shoe. I don't even know what it was. I think it was Hermes. And then he calls his wife and says, no, because they know we're not open to the public. It's not a store they can walk into Fairy. So he actually stopped. He called his wife. He says, can you call Sanaz and Marie? You know, I'd like to go to the shore. I'd like to buy their shoes instead. They see my passion. They seek. So that's what you need to do. You guys can do exactly what I do. Show passion. Talk about it. People will fall. But by the way, people love your passion. They might not get it yet, but they love seeing someone else passionate. People love seeing someone else passionate. Because they're not passionate about anything, but they love to see you passionate. And some of them get gravitated. It's like this, right? You go, oh, you see the food, it's so delicious. You see yourself, You ever watch a commercial? You know what gets me is Whopper. I don't even like fast food. But Whopper commercials, every time I see a Whopper commercial, I need a Whopper. That's the only one, but I gotta get it. So, because I see how they present it, and to me, you know what? I love seeing passion. And when someone shows a lot of excitement about their stuff, it makes me curious. You're with a luxury designer, show your passion. That will get a lot of people curious. Okay, well, I don't know this brand, but these guys are constantly, there's a lot of things we've never heard of till we heard about it. Next thing you know, become a household for us a year down the road because we keep hearing about it, right? Everything you know now, at one time it was new to you, but all of a sudden, so all this new stuff coming out, and within a couple of years, we become household names because they're relentless with their advertisements. So you should make videos of everything. And here's 3 reasons why you should make videos. Number 1, they're really fun to make. I know at first you're scared about it. Don't be scared. Just make a video. Even if you want to post it, make a video and then send it to your offline. Send it to your downline. Send it to whoever, right? Just make a video. It's fun. You'll find it's actually fun. Especially that very first comment. Somebody watched it. Somebody liked it. Second thing is, you know, you can make money. You start to build your brand. You start to build your brand when you pull up a video. It's an important thing. When somebody goes on camera, people respect that. People respect that. Just automatically, people respect that. It's like, oh, wow, they're doing something I'm not doing. So that by itself is respectable. Just go on camera, do a video. Of course, you know, for some people, I was shocked the other day. I saw a stats, 2 million. That's 2 million YouTubers make 6 figures a year just on making videos. That's not users. That's 2 million people making 6-figure income making videos on YouTube. That's craziness. You can do that. I can do that. They got the same camera, right? They just keep on doing it to become really, really good at it. And generally what these people are doing, they're offering some type of solution, some free information or something. You could do that with forensic, share my videos or make your own videos. And, you know, hey, these days the economy, they're saying that. We have a use case for that. Here's a product. They're saying this and that. This is what's going to be shortage. We have a use case for that. I suffer from this. We got a use case for that. Put it out there, put it out there, put it out there every single day, every way you can. First of all, you're gonna have a lot of fun. And I don't know if you saw, I got like 29,000 people on my Instagram. I don't even know who they are. So I know it's not you guys, you know, because, you know, the messages stuff, these are just anyone else there. That's fine. Again, I guess they see something that they like. And then some of the stuff I'm getting, people saying, I love your energy, love your positiveness. Okay, doing so well, but you're so down to earth. You know, we get your energy from you because people are really depressed. So I get this so much in other countries, including Iran, that we get our energy through your videos. You bring up some type of the energy to people, they're gonna follow you. You know, you get a few of those likes and comments, and next you know, you start to get some followers, and it's addictive. Like you can't stop. There are people who actually expect to hear from you. Next thing you know, one of them goes to the store, wants to spend $200 on a shoe, calls his wife and says, no, I think I'm gonna go call Sherry and buy her shoe instead. This is what happens, right? This is what happens. Zig Ziglar says, are you a wandering generality or meaningful specific? Let me repeat. Are you a wandering generality? Is nothing, you're lost, a wandering generality, or a meaningful specific? Focus, laser. Now I know exactly where I'm going. But you know what? Most people are wandering generalities. They're kind of ripping through days. They're lost. And then they come across your videos. Oh, I like that video. Sana's she's got a lot of, she's a big inspiration for a lot of women. They love her videos. They tell me all the time, places to go, they love her. No, Sanaz is doing a video in some island or some country, doing whatever it is. It really has nothing to do with them because they're not part of our business, but yet they enjoy watching her videos. Maybe they live their success through her. You know, maybe they live their, you know, maybe that's who they want to be. And they can't get enough of that content. Doesn't matter what she's talking about. It doesn't matter if she's in it or you're in it or not. They just want more of it. It's called inspiring people. Inspiring. How could you become inspirational? How could you become inspirational? Am I still on? Something went crazy on my screen here. Are we still good? Are we still good?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly, Ramin.
Oh, okay. All right. So my screen changed. Okay. So go start making content. I told you it's fun. You make money. You build up your brand. Legacy. How about this? Legacy. That's important. You know, how many of you wished you have more videos of you when you're a baby? You know, it'd be a fun thing to do. You know, we right now we video all our kids, right? Like we video everything. What if you had a whole bunch of videos of you know, or your father or grandfather? Like this is So this becomes part of your legacy. Keep putting content out there. 10, 20, 30 years from now, you know, your kids would watch, your grandchildren would watch, and you would want to go back and see your roadmap of how you, so you want to document everything. You document everything. Put it out there. You make some fun, you make some money, you build up your brand, you build a legacy. Again, so once you start seeing some of the stuff you're not doing, those are the answers to why your business hasn't really shaken the way it should, right? And it doesn't matter what level you're in. You could be at $100 a week, $1,000 a week, $10,000 a week. You know, you do more of this stuff, you're gonna get to that next big level. And we're gonna keep on talking about this because you need to do more of this stuff. So when you talk to people, for example, say, I talked earlier, put your flag up, right? Put your flag up. And people always say, okay, I understand that, but okay, what do I say? So here's the thing. When you're trying to call people to recruit them, that's when you get nervous to call because you're trying to recruit them. So don't call to recruit people, right? Or if you're calling people to, you know, for the products, don't call to sell them products. Don't call to recruit people. Just do tours. Let the tour determine where they're going to lie it down. Because when you do a tour, one of three things will happen. So when you're doing a tour, you're not selling anything. You're not nervous. Hey, let me show you what I'm doing. There's a recession coming. Let me show you what I'm doing, right? So you take them through that. One, they become a customer. Two, become a distributor. Three, not interested. Great. But you're not nervous about it anymore because whether they say yes or no, you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish, which is doing a tour. And when you do tours, you're going to have one of the three results. And there's law of averages. So as long as you do tours, you're going to get customers, you're going to get distributors. It's just that simple. It's not complicated, right? So we want to sell products, but don't sell products, sell stories. Sell stories. Don't call somebody and say, listen, I got a product you try. It's called the Fountain of Life. He says, hey, listen, how's your health? You need more energy? Any particular thing these days happening to you? Any issues do you have? Hey, listen, I got to probably get a try. You know, because I share 5 more stories, right? Yeah, I know I got some pain here. Hey, listen, I got 5 stories to tell you about that. And again, you should know those stories. People from your team, people on that Fountain of Life official page, on the FOL call. We got 100,000 stories, right? But if you're on there, you get probably 15, 20 hours. That's what you're doing, educating yourself. Somebody says, I have a very specific thing, I got this particular problem. It says, I have 3 stories about that already. So let's try 90-day supply. This story, this person was from Nigeria. This person was from Kenya. This person was from Nova Scotia, Canada. This person was from St. Lucia. They got the result of the same thing. So don't recruit, do a tour. Recruiting is when you want to give you something, doing a tour, sharing ideas. You should never be afraid of sharing ideas. People share ideas with you all the time. You watch YouTube, is sharing ideas. Social media, news, it's all sharing ideas. You just call people to share ideas with them. You know, when you ask story for their health and stuff, you know, when we're just sharing some of your own testimonials. And listen, I got this spray, I love it. With all the stuff that's going on out there, I got this spray. It changed my life. This thing, I spray everything. It's amazing. I don't worry about the pandemic. You know what I tell people? People get shocked all the time. Oh, this stuff is about the pandemic, COVID. I said, I never lived that life one day. You guys know that already from day one. So I said, I never lived. And you're like, you know, wait, what else? No way. It's a great products. I got stuff I use. Bulletproof. I don't worry about it. People love that confidence. I can't be like them. We shouldn't be like them. We have solutions. They don't. Why should we be like them? We have so many use cases. We got Sterling. They don't have Sterling. So Sterling, you put it on, boom, kills bacteria. They don't have that. We can't be like them. So whatever problem people put out with me doesn't apply to me. That's outside the walls of happiness. They're like, so I said things like, you worry about that? You worry about that? Really, you really worry about that? And they get confused by that question. because they think the media, the whole family, everyone's worried about that. Like, but now they get confused. Like, why aren't you worried about that? Now they want to know, like, why aren't you worried about that? The products that we use protects us every day. We never worry that one day. One day. Listen, Armageddon outside, right, in the media about this whole nonsense. We're in opulence. We barely hear someone got something, and if they got something, it gets break down over with. We haven't had a bad story here. Our people who stay on our product are protected. It's just that simple. So at the end of the day, when you talk to people, you share testimonials, you do tours, share ideas. And that's comfortable, it's easy to do. So when you call people, here's some of the stuff like I throw out at people and then I'll just share with you. We talk to people. So it's not about getting them to, ask questions, right? Here's some questions you could ask, for example. Because I always talk about what's happening next year, right? I've been saying this, because every year I talk about next couple of years. And of course, we'll be bang on track, not because I'm a psychic, no, because I do research. I don't get my my news from the news. I get my news by researching, and I follow probably more billionaires than anyone else. And these people are quite different. And I find when you follow certain people who you respect, because then you start to see the pattern of their thinking. Then I learn how to follow that pattern on my own, to research. All of a sudden, I'm 3 years, 5 years, 10 years ahead of the masses, because it's all out there. It's just people are just not looking beyond the screen. So for me, I don't live my life. I don't take that type of risk with my life, with my company, with my child. I will not be the masses, the sheeps that kind of follow everything that's on the news. I will not do that. God gave me a brain to think, to research, abilities. For me to get affected by whatever somebody said on the news or the government said it. No. That's one person. I'm another person. I will verify that if it's important enough. And when I verify that, 100% of the time, not 99, 100% of the time, it's not what that was. That was one person's perspective. There's another side to that. So now I got both sides. Now I use my own judgment on where I need to fit within the two sides. And that's the best place to be. Not over here, not over here. You take all the information you can and you find yourself somewhere in there, and that's the best place to be. So anyways, when you talk to people, here's the thing. You should always be full of solutions. Always be full of solutions. When you talk to people, ask them this. So with the recession coming up, with the collapse coming up, do you have a way of making money? Ask them that question. Let them tell you what they're doing. You want to be genuine to know. You want to get this information. I'm constantly researching. Research your prospects. Research your people. Ask them these questions. So what's your plan of making money next year when everything collapses? Let them tell you, right? That will lead you somewhere. Ask them things like, hey, listen, I'm going to show my client what I'm doing, right? If you ever feel like you need a business idea, you call me. Tell people that you are their guy. You are their girl. You are their guru. Just tell them, listen, you need an opportunity, you call me. You need to make more money, you call me. You need more motivation, you call me. You need better products, you call me. You have a problem, you call me. You need better health, you call me. You're confused about something, you call me. People that needs help with something, you call me. You are the guru. You have all these use cases at your disposal. You improve your social circle, you call me. I'm with the greatest people in the world, in the opulence world. Come on, I'm introduce you a whole bunch. Make more friends, you call me. Come join our webinars. So many great people worldwide. Separate yourself. Become that light. Become that hope. I can get it. They don't have that anywhere else. You need whatever you need, you call me. You go to New York, there's some guy on the side of the corner of the street comes in, hey, like we're on a vacation with the Canada. Of course, you've all been there. You can't be on the beach, and some guy comes, hey, you need anything? You call me. I got it. Yeah. You be that person. You be that person when it comes to things like motivation, hope, all that. Let people have to know that you are different. You're different than anyone else, that they know. And be consistent about that. Here's the thing. Why people love that type of stuff is because most people kind of roaming through life. By seeing someone with a purpose, that source, that will gravitate them towards you. Because everyone wants something to make their life more purposeful, more meaningful. They want to belong to something. So by bringing that to the forefront, we're asking somebody, so what's your plan? With all the stuff that's gone on, recession is getting higher and higher, collapse coming next year, what's your plan for next year? Let them tell you. Because all they do people is complain. They don't have a plan. They don't have a plan. All they do is complain. So let me show you my plan, because I'm not worried about what's happening next year. Let me show you my plan. Let me show you how I'm going to deal with that. Take them to a tour, take them to the income pathway, which is pathway 5-figure. I'm going to talk to 3 people a week. One of them will join me. And you know what? We'll build a 5-figure income doing it that way. And guess what? It doesn't have to be right here in my city. It doesn't have to be in our country. It could be anywhere in the world. I know I can talk to 3 people a week, get one of them to convert. Because the products that we have provide so much utility. Now, next year, when all these companies start to contract, all those people are looking for a new home. You need to really be active, guys. You got to put don't burn 3 days. Like if I wasn't, I'm doing it now. I shouldn't say if I was. Every single day. Today, there was a guy cleaning the windows, right? He came. So last time he came here, he had a crew doing the outside. He came himself today doing the inside. Out of nowhere, he says to me, so what do you do again? I said, well, we're, I would say, we're a luxury version of Amazon, right? We're in the e-commerce direct sales business. Yeah. So do you do private labels? I can get your products and private label in my name? No. Anyway, all of a sudden, he says, okay, you know what? Because my window cleaning business, winter's coming. And it's okay, but I really want to do something else. So there's a lead, pass on to Rezan. He's ready to go. The whole thing was about, again, when he talks to me, I'm not talking about the junk that he's used to. I'm talking about building, growing. Maybe people say something negative, I turn to a positive. Oh, I don't live in that. Oh, I never lived that day. I'm so different because I believe in it. I do not allow that junk to come and consume my life. We have use cases for the world I look forward to. There's probably about 2 to 250 million network marketers. But 200 million network marketers are going to be looking for a home over the next 3 to 5 years. 200 million. Forget about all the new people coming in. It's going to be a lot of people. More than that's going to come in because what's going to happen, people will need to do something on their own. So, but just existing people, we got over 200 million people that need a home. We have a beautiful platform with all these use cases. It's a very impressive company. If flag has to be up, boom, boom, over the next 3 to 5 months. So here's the thing, 2023, the rush will come. You got from now till 23 to build your brand, to tell everybody that you're in business. Convince them that you're serious about this. Every day, brag about something, show off something. There's 1,000 SKUs. You can show off 3 items a day and you still have more products every day for the year. Of course, if you have the product, you should have it. You do a smart buy or there's something new. If it's your for a while, if it's your shampoo, if you're, again, don't always do the same product because at the end of the day, they've seen that already. You don't know what's going to attract people. I can tell you, in Thailand, as much as they love FOL, You know, they keep talking about the fashion line. I know the Philippines in the beginning was the same thing. They keep talking in Asia about the fashion line, right? So they buy everything. You show off everything, and when people see how serious you are, all the products that you have, and all of a sudden the time comes that they need to do something. Then now they need to find a company, an opportunity, but they know you. They could go look around, but nobody know you. And how they know you is because they've been watching your content for the past 5 months, 6 months, every day. They know you know what you're doing. So the people you know aren't buying other people's products. They're just not buying yours because you're not talking about it. The people you know are joining other opportunities. They're not joining yours because they're not talking about it. So people are eating your lunch or your lunchbox because you're just watching them do it. You're in the business, but you're not operating a business. I don't know. How does that make sense? You have a vehicle, you're not driving the vehicle. How does that make sense? Right? Okay, if you want to choose a product, great. You're fantastic community, great products, fine. But if you want to make money, right, you gotta drive the vehicle. And everybody you know is buying your product somewhere else or joining other people. How many of you have had somebody come and say they joined an MLM business that you knew before, but you never talked about them, but they're gonna join somebody else? It happened to all of us, right? 23 is gonna be a year where everyone's gonna look for home. Everyone. Well, 200 million people are gonna look for a home. So we've got an impressive company, guys. We have a very, very impressive company. You're part of it. You're part of it. So, by the way, what the guy said today, he said, so I need to build a website to get your products? I said, no, we're going to give you a $3 million software website, all include for free. He said, what? I don't have to build a website? Are you kidding me? It's like, you get me your products and the website? I do all that for $1,800? He's excited because he gets what it costs to do stuff like this. And you have it all. And the guy that was here today, you know those people. They're just waiting for your call. All right, team, we got to put your flag on. We got to get going. And you got 3 or 4 or 5 months to build momentum, build your brand, get attraction going. 4 or 5 months. Prepared people were going to really do extremely well. Next 3 to 5 years, you could be that millionaire that somebody talking about, hey, in 2022, when everything collapsed, 23, he was at the right place at the right time. She was at the right place at the right time. That's where that's where he built his brand. That's where he built his business. That could be you if you take advantage of it. Back to you, Sherry.
Wow, thank you so much, Rami. I think I'm so grateful and I'm glad actually. I found myself at home about 15 years ago and still my home, and every time I took a little break, but I'm home. I'm home. Rami, this call really hit home here. Thank you so much, Rami. It's a very, very amazing call. And as always, we always learn so much from you. And a lot of what you're saying today is actually a reminder for us. And there are new things like make a video and all that. Actually, I'm in the plan of doing that, doing more. I do a lot of posting, but not enough business related videos. And I think I'm gonna improve myself on that part. And yeah, absolutely, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Rami.
You're welcome. Look, at the end of the day, once you're doing it for a while, you know that there's a whole bunch of people that they're following you. They're following you.
Yes.
So the way you gotta look at it is that you need to deliver something of positive for them today. That could be your baby. That could be a baby story. People love babies, I mean, I do things with my son, and I do things with the dog and whatever. They need to see all of that, right? But I'm not posting anything business related other than my own. I'm not putting what's going on Walmart or whatever. No, I talk about the economy. It's collapsing. I have a solution, right? There's a pandemic. I have a solution. Oh, I'm having a problem with my son. Oh, here's my car. I got it because of my business. Oh, I don't care what's going on out there. All right, I'm happy. I'm not worried about what's happening. So again, everything I'm putting out there has to do with positiveness, something of value. And all I get so much of it. People say, we get so much energy through your posts. And you know what's amazing? They're not about business, a lot of these people. They're not even in a different country. But that's all they want from you. Be able to gain that. They want your energy. You do that, you build yourself a brand, then you get a following, then you get a lot of customers and distributors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we see a lot of people actually message here, positive energy and inspiring. Yeah. That's what we get here every Tuesday, and we get from the forensic networker himself, you know, our very own founder and CEO, for like, who offer us a beautiful home that we you know, said I'm home. I started in 2007. That's 15 years ago, and it's a very beautiful home that we have, and we love our home. So excellent. And this Sunday, actually, I'm flying out from California. I'm going to heading back to Canada, and looking forward to our product conference coming up this Tuesday. So Tammy, if you have the slides up, will be wonderful. So we can share with everybody. We are going to have the product conference next Friday and Saturday in Toronto, Canada, and we're very close to our head office in the Sheraton Hotel.
Sorry, do you see the screen right now, Sherry?
I don't.
Do you see my screen?
Let me double check from the other.
Sorry, because today is a weird night, because I came down to one of my short-term rental to talk to a guest and then sell one of my FOL bottle. And then I got caught talking to him, and then I have to do this call. And then I was in another unit of my other short-term rental unit. And then suddenly someone just spoke, and then they're coming right away. So I have to sit outside, and it's really, really dark, and I have to reset all my computer and stuff. So that's why I'm like in the dark right now. So I'm not sure if there's anything on my, is my background on?
You haven't shared the screen yet, so you have to.
Let me
probably share the screen would be wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much. But talking about the conference, we know we are coming out for the conference and for next Friday and Saturday. This product innovation conference, we have our very own CEO, Mr. Ramin Mascalo. You got an hour of him today, and you're gonna have 2 days of him on that day, on next Friday and Saturday. We are going to, I know, Ramin, you're not going to sleep. Every time we have big event like this, you're there for us, and you hang out with us, like from even after the meeting, we can stay in the hotel room with you guys and ask all the questions and to hang out until like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You just never sleep. And so is Naz and other corporate teams. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to our big event of the year. So it's a $300 only for those of you who are in Toronto or close to Toronto area. For myself, I actually have to pay probably close to $2,000. You know, for myself, but luckily we do have the marketing allowance, so I know we can use some of that. So that's a wonderful thing. And for those of you who are earning the commissions, you are getting the marketing allowance, and then you can use that for your conference too. And of course, for those of you who cannot travel to Toronto for whatever issues, well, maybe the visa, maybe because the vaccine or whatever, then you probably you can think about a way, which is joining versus a virtual access ticket, only $50 Canadian. For myself, I have a few times I couldn't go there myself in person. I just joined virtually and gather my team in California to my house and doing a virtual event together. So this is something that is very important, and make sure that you get your virtual tickets and join that way. And of course, course, we do have a gala at the end of the conference. We are going to have the gala, and that gala is only $129, and that's the place. That's where you can bring your loved ones with you, your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your parents, or your grown-up kids, and get them to the gala, and they will see how beautiful our company is, and they're gonna social with your team, with our opulence family. So that's $129. So make sure that you buy your tickets and join us at the gala. So of course, this is a huge event, and we haven't had this big event for how many years? I think because of the COVID, we couldn't have like big 2 days event like this for quite a few years. But this time we can get together and have some fun and learn from our corporate, learn from the best of the best. So make sure you got your ticket and get there. And I'm looking forward to this event so much. And I bought my ticket back in early August.
So Sherry, just so I just did for example, this was a post on my Instagram.
Oh wow.
This is actually the lookbook. See, anyone can do that. Can you guys see it?
I see it. I see it.
Okay, so I did this yesterday, and right now I just did this. See, promoted forensic call, all the likes and comments. So again, you build up. Your content doesn't have to be spectacular. What the content should show is that you're active. You're active, because they're not, right? You're active, you're shooting for something, happily achieving, you're going, you're not depressed like the rest of the world. You got somewhere to go. People love that, they'll follow that. I just took a capture screen of here, I put on my story, I get a bunch of people, they're gonna go check out the Forensic Networker page because of it. It's okay, there's a lot of hearts there, there's gotta be something good here, right?
Nice.
How you build your brand. And I got 29,300 people there. Maybe 300 is you guys. The other 29,000, I have no idea who it is. But again, they're there because they see something of value. Every single one of you. By the way, I only started this Instagram thing only a couple of years ago. I'm probably the last one to get in. I'm still not on Twitter, so I'm the worst one for this stuff. But I had to learn, right? But you guys can build your brand over the next few months. Just start becoming inspirational.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. That social media is powerful, absolutely, for us right now. So yeah, and I 100% agree, and we should share more and get more attentions and have our flags up. Love it, love it. Thank you so much, Ramin, for sharing that. All right, so we talked about the product innovation conference, and make sure that we go there. And Tammy, do you have a few words about the conference? I know you're looking forward to go there too. Do we have Tammy?
Yes, I'm in the dark right now. Yes, yes. Yeah, the conference. I'm looking forward to go there. When you bring your team there, it will make a big difference because of the income, especially the income. The reason why is because everyone is very excited, and they will be very having a lot of confidence about this company, the corporate team and the uplines, the MiFi that we always talk about. Once everyone, the more people in your team you can bring to the conference, the more money you're going to be making, and then also what they are going to make, because it's like a ripple effect thing, right? It's like a snowball effect. So make sure you have to really tell everyone to be there. It's like a $300 thing that you have to spend. Is the best, one of the best investment that you're going to be investing. That's in yourself and in your team and in your family.
Excellent, thank you. So the next one, do we have, so what's next, Tammy? Can be completely in the dark.
Yes.
All right. So the next one is this is our business solution. This is not the flyer. So well that is for the tour. That's
This is
for
the
the
power
tour
tour.
2020 on the 23rd at 7 p.m. we are going to have the power tour. So bring your guests. It's free for the guests, and I believe it's $10 for the members. So make sure that you're inviting everybody you know in the area, like do your social media, like we just learned from our CEO today. Post everywhere, invite. Post these flyers and share with everybody that you know to invite people. I remember the first year when we joined the company, we did a posting everywhere. We have to do a lot of like a paper, print it out to give to people.
I still think that works too. Like a couple hours before the event, just go around the area and give away some flyers in the mall close to the hotel.
We did a lot of that when
That will work too. The
first,
the video will work a lot too. Social media is gonna work a lot too. Very, very good.
Excellent. So yeah, $10 for the members, and then for the guests is free. So you invite as many people as you can to join the event that day. It's going to be a very powerful tour for sure. Okay, Tammy, next. All right, so this upcoming Saturday is going to be a product showcase on September 17th by lifestyle director for Ifra. Ifra going to do the training on the product showcasing. So 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and make sure you're joining us on that day. And Sunday, we are having the virtual leadership cocktail show. Will be with Henry Sean. Henry Sean is our lifestyle director 3. And he's going to share with us his stories. Every Sunday is actually a very, very powerful call. You learn from different leaders from different markets, and you learn about their success stories and why they do what they do, and how they're doing, and make themselves to the leadership role. So yeah, join us on the Sunday, and of course, product crossfire next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, September 19th, and that's with our very own senior vice president Sanat Human and David Oklahoma. So he's these are the power duo, and we always learn so much from Sanat and David, and to learn about our product, to get familiar with our product, to be the product of the products. That's very important for our business. So that's about it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, Ramin, for your powerful, amazing training, and to be the inspiration for all of us every single Tuesday here. Love you.
Same. Have a good night and stay forensic, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you. Bye.